Welcome back, friends. All right, so we're looking at the bumper set for the C3. I've got the two, what they call bumper guards or bumperettes for the front. And what I'm going to do is I got my buddy that's going to stop by, and we're going to send these down to Tijuana as a test run. So instead of sending everything, I'm going to send these two pieces down and have them done, and then I can see how the workmanship is. I also had to do a little bit of rust removal on this one. So I already cut out, as you can see, a section of the metal. So I'm going to send it down there like this, and we'll see how it comes back. So you guys will be able to see, that level of workmanship. Today, before this guy, it's Saturday right now, before this guy picks it up, actually it's Friday, never mind. I cut a hole in here because the threads were missing, right? There was nothing in there. It was just all rusted out. So I have this nut. I stripped the zinc coating off, and I'm going to weld this inside there. I got to wait to borrow my friend's welding mask. I'm going to slide this guy in there, and it will go in, and then I'll weld it on the inside there. So I'm going to do that today. I'll show you what that looks like. I guess I could probably reach in there from here. Before I do that, though, I got to clean that up, obviously. Can that focus, I wonder? Oop, nope. Yes, no, yes. All right, that's what we're looking at inside. It's kind of ugly. So in order to get that job done, I want to clean it up, and I'm going to try to do that with this little guy. So I have this. I bought this a while back just for cleaning up parts, and it's like a Dremel. It's not a Dremel though. It's like a Dremel, and it has a foot pedal, like the black socks with the white legs and the black shoes. It has a foot pedal on it. I think I didn't pay that much for this thing, but it's smooth, man. It's kind of nice. It has this big motor. You hang it. I got it hanging. So it just it's stronger. It's got more torque than a Dremel, I guess, but I like it because you can put in bigger bits and different kinds of things. So anyway, the next step is I'm going to use this guy inside there, clean it up, and then maybe get this in place with a magnet or something, and then I'll reach in. I'll just try to tack it from the side. So I guess I'm going to show you how that turns out. So that'll be the next thing. Before we get to the welding part, I want to show you something I just did. And that is, I drilled a couple holes. One in the bottom of each of these. Why? Because, you guys, common sense would dictate that when you have a part on the car that's like this, which is how this thing sits, right? And you don't have a hole in the bottom, and you have holes on the top, guess where the water's gonna go? Yeah, this is a terrible design. So water can get in here, it can run down the front of your car, get up when it rains, you wash your car, whatever. And it doesn't have anywhere to go. This top part's not too bad because it could go out of there. But if you have this like it's designed, and then you've got you got a bolt in here. So there's a good 1.5 to 2 inches of bucket sitting right there. And how's it going to dry out, really? This is why these are all rusted out. There was nowhere for the water to go. So I don't know about you, but I just put a couple holes in there, and I'd recommend you do that if yours are still in decent shape. Take them off and drill a couple exit holes because your chances are you probably got stuff in there, and then if you get any dirt in there, the dirt is just going to hold the water. It holds the moisture. It makes it even worse. So at least get in there, blow it all out with some air. But I would recommend drilling a couple holes. This is what I'm looking at. I put a bolt through and put the nut inside, and I tightened that down so that's really tight inside there. And I cleaned it up, and I'm going to try to hit it with my little Harbor Freight welder. Hopefully I can get enough of a bead in there so it'll just stay. All right, there we go, you guys. So let me show you what I think is good and what is not. First of all, I did get a couple good size globs of weld on that nut, so it's not going anywhere. I did realize after I tried to unscrew it that the nut was not centered. So I had to get a grinder, and I ground a little bit right over here, as you can see. So that wasn't great. You know, if I had to do it again, I'd definitely make sure that nut is centered, but it was hard to see with the washer that was there, but you can see in there. Not pretty, but effective. Good enough. Good enough is good enough. Nobody's going to ever know. And but now that's got brand new threads. So look at that. It'll work great. I'm going to leave this hole in the top. I don't really care. It's not doing anything really. You could argue that it might let some dirt or water in. So maybe I'll just put a little patch on top of that when I get it back. But I'm gonna leave. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it, or maybe the guy can fix it. Maybe the chrome shop will fix that little patch. I don't really care. It's not gonna hurt anything. In fact, it might let it dry out. If it does get wet, it might help it dry out faster. But it'll be fine. And this is a California car, so I'm not really that worried about even the water. But now I've got threads. These are done. That's all the work I'm gonna do on this. And what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'm going to send these down with the guy to Tijuana. And let's take a better look at these right now. So it's got that hole. It's got a little scrape right there. I don't know if they can fix that or not, but I'm not that worried about it. I just want them to look much better than they do now. So thanks for watching. Hope you learned something, maybe what to do, what not to do. Either way, if you appreciate the effort, give us a like and subscribe if you want. See you guys later.